Can you buy Bitcoin with a PaysafeCard? That is the question so many of you are asking right now as you look for ways to dip your toes into the world of digital currency without exposing your hard-earned savings, your main bank accounts, or your credit cards to unnecessary online risks. I understand the temptation. You go down to the local shop where you go online, you buy a prepaid PaysafeCard voucher with a fixed amount of cash, and you think, perfect. I will use this completely anonymous, secure 16-digit PIN to buy myself some Bitcoin. No risk to my identity, no risk to my bank. But I need you to stand up and take a deep breath right now, because we need to talk about the reality of what happens when you try to cross the bridge between a prepaid voucher and the highly volatile world of cryptocurrency. The short, direct answer to your question is, technically, yes, you can do it. But practically and financially, it is almost always a terrible, horrible mistake for your retirement security. Let's look at the actual problem here. Major, reputable, regulated cryptocurrency exchanges, the ones where you actually have consumer protections and clear fee structures, do not accept PaysafeCard vouchers directly. They do not want you typing in a 16-digit code from a piece of paper you bought at a gas station. Why? Because laws designed to prevent money laundering require these companies to know exactly who is buying crypto and where the money is coming from. So if you go to a major, safe platform, they are going to tell you no. This is where the fear comes in, and this is where so many people in your demographic get hurt. Because you want to use this card, you start searching the internet for alternative ways to make it happen. You end up on what are called peer-to-peer marketplaces or third-party voucher exchange websites. These are places where individual strangers offer to take your PaysafeCard code and give you Bitcoin in return. Does that sound safe to you? It shouldn't. The moment you step off the regulated path, you are stepping into a minefield of scammers who are looking for exactly someone like you, someone who is honest, trying to learn, but unfamiliar with the tech. They will take your PaysafeCard PIN, drain the balance, and vanish into thin air, leaving you with absolutely zero Bitcoin and absolutely no way to get your cash back. Once a prepaid voucher is drained, that money is gone, forever. Even if you manage to find a legitimate peer-to-peer transaction where the other person doesn't steal your money, you are going to get absolutely clobbered by fees. Because PaysafeCard transactions carry a high risk of fraud for the sellers, the people willing to accept them demand a massive premium. You could easily lose 20%, 30%, or even more of your money just in the conversion process. If you put $100 onto a PaysafeCard, you might only end up with $70 worth of Bitcoin. You are losing money the exact second you make the trade. How is that a smart way to protect your nest egg? It isn't. So the question you really need to be asking yourself is not can you do this, but why are you trying to use a prepaid voucher to buy an investment? If it is because you are afraid of online identity theft, or because you don't want to link your main retirement bank account to a crypto exchange, that is a healthy fear. I validate that fear. You should be protective of your accounts. But the actionable takeaway here is to change your strategy so that you are both safe and financially smart. If you truly want to own Bitcoin as a small, speculative part of your portfolio, and remember, never invest money in crypto that you cannot afford to lose completely, you must do it through the front door, not the back alley. Your first option is to set up an account with a major, heavily regulated financial institution or a well-known, established crypto exchange that utilizes standard bank transfers or standard credit and debit cards. To protect your main assets, you can do what I always tell people to do. Open a separate, secondary checking account at your local bank specifically for online transactions. Put only the exact amount of cash into that account that you intend to invest. Link that specific card or account to a reputable platform. That way, your main savings are completely walled off and safe, but you aren't paying 20% in predatory fees just to buy an asset. Your second, even simpler option, especially if you are managing a traditional IRA or a 401k, is to look into the regulated Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, that are available right through standard brokerage accounts like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab. You don't need to buy vouchers, you don't need to set up digital crypto wallets, and you don't need to worry about losing a 16-digit PIN. You can buy it just like a stock, with total regulatory oversight and standard, low fees. Do not let the pressure of wanting to get into the market drive you into making impulsive, expensive decisions with prepaid cards. True financial peace of mind comes from knowing exactly where your money is, exactly what fees you are paying, and exactly how your identity is being protected. Put the PaysafeCard away for regular online shopping, protect your retirement funds, and use proper, secure, and regulated financial channels. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.